Ah. Now, if my calculations are correct, I will end up inside of Good Neighbor. If my calculations are correct. They did that same thing they did with um Diamond City where they put the entrance zone extending above the walls of the city so that way, hey, we give you a jetpack. That way if you fly over the walls, you'll just enter the city through the normal entrance for reasons. Yeah. Reasons. Kind of surprised actually. I was just flying over what I thought to be a normal junk wall, and there's this poof loading screen.
Enjoy your stay.
Hey,
I toss out the troublemakers. You keep that in mind.
Oh, whatever. I'll talk to the British robot. English, British.
Need a place to stay? Try Hotel Rexford.
Running from something? Welcome home.
Boy, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
yo, do you know Emogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I love the song.
Oh, well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful. So what brings a man like you to my part of town?
Oh, I woke up here. Just me.
That sounds like the... So it's my turn to answer.
Sure. Do you know Emogene Cabot?
Emogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's...
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seemed like a body that could use looking after.
I just need to know where...
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on.
Oh, dear Lord, this
Most of the
isn't good.
customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Emogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Emogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Emogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey.
Okay. Pillars of the community. Oh, grand. That's just fucking fantastic. That quest. Oh, fuck it.
You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Charlie serves the drinks. I deal with the drunks.
That's actually not bad, Ham. Not bad at all. Ham. 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 Charles View Amphitheater. Noise generated clothing weights. I'm in power armor. I think it's fairly heavy. You wouldn't know that from how much sound it makes when I'm walking, because it seems like I'm a dainty little butterfly in comparison to all of my compatriots in the Brotherhood of Steel wearing power armor. They go clomp, 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 and I go pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. I'm losing my mind here from the loading screens. Oh dear lord. Like I said, the loading screens seem to have gotten worse. I don't know if it's my mods, or which is unlikely. Pretty much all of my mods are optimization mods, so the files should have gotten smaller. So unless it's loading its mods, its textures first, and then the mods textures, technically the loading time should have gotten shorter. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not running this off an SSD, but still, this is silly. Quite silly indeed. There we go.
That sound, what is it? A noise.
What's that? I hear something. Someone there.
Oh, really?
What?
Got it.
Come on! Let's play! I'll wear your guts around my neck!
You are totally ignorable.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Step right this way and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
The last guy who gave me this sales pitch ended up dead.
Then I'll just let you be.
Uh-huh.
We don't have anything to talk about.
My brain is going faster than my mouth.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
Well, actually it was Edward, but close enough.
Edward, who works for Jack. I know Jack was behind this. He's always trying to control me.
You're Jack's sister?
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
Actually, there's only one vial.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
I hope you weren't too attached to Thomas.
I was done with him, and he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Okay. Why haven't these bodies rotted away yet?
Who's there?
You're mine now, rookie! What the fuck was that? End of the line! Here come the fireworks! Get down! Get down! Ah!
That tickles. Load weapon!
Scared yet? My arm! It's broken! Don't you die on me!
Kind of silly how much damage some of these enemies take to kill. After all, they're still human. I'm in fucking power armor. What do you expect? Hope someone at some point decides to make a true threshold mod. We can get back to the good old days of Fallout 1 and 2, where fucking things don't hurt you.
Yellow. Potential perimeter breach. Beginning sweep.
That's hilarious. Sentry Bot wakes up as soon as there's a fucking rad roach in the area. Would be intelligent of them to put some turrets up.
I think it's clearing up. Edward, switch to single sideband modulating. Can you hear me?
Oh
Edward,
my God, it's
switch
happening.
over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Oh. What do you want?
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
Probably the same raiders that stole the serum.
Could be. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this...
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Where do you get this?
My father, Lorenzo Cap, he became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me. But if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
We'd better get to Parsons.
Exactly right. Hold on. Weren't you off looking for Emogene? Did you find her?
Yes, I found her. She's fine.
Oh, good.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Sure.
Okay.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Emogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Huh. It's like, do 2 quests for this family, and then all hell breaks loose. Usually takes a couple more from the other factions, but yeah.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever.
What you're
I
wearing?
refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him.
Again, is that what you're wearing?